Hello, Debbie Vogler here, coming from Carrot Central, and I thought it was only appropriate that I wore bib overalls for this video today. I'm going to teach you how to make fabric carrots. I've been decorating my house for Easter and been getting inspired, and I've thought about purchasing fabric carrots, but instead decided to make them, and they're super easy, so I want to share that with you. So first I started with some paper and used newspaper. I happen to have a large roll of white paper, and I just started shaping the carrots, and I laid it out and I rolled it into a point, and then I taped it. And after I taped it, I drew a line with a pencil, and after that, then I cut it, and I just played around with it to decide what size of carrot I wanted, or multiple carrots. So anyway, this one is my largest. This one is 19 by 29. And I'll show you what that looks like. Here's my big guy. And he honestly is about the length of my handrail that I'm gonna put them on my staircase. So he's the first one and largest, 19 by 29. Then, here we go, this is being honest. This was my first one. I used craft paper, and the craft paper was too curled up, and it was absolutely a pain in the rear. So I did end up using it, but it looks like it's been mangled. And then my husband said, you need a fat carrot. All carrots aren't the same size. So anyway, here's my fat carrot pattern. It's 20 wide by 22 inches long. After I made my patterns, I picked out 3 different fabrics. You could do whatever you wanted, and mine are all, I have 3 different orange, and then I did 3 different pink. So lay your fabric out, lay your pattern on it, cut your fabric out from your pattern. After you do that, what you're gonna do is you're going to pin your sides together. And you can see here, my pattern wasn't perfect. Didn't bother me at all. And when you scrunch it up, you don't even notice it. So don't worry about being perfect, okay? Some people think when they do their own projects, they have to be perfect, but they really don't. Just do it. The crafting is gonna bring you joy. They say being creative brings you joy. So anyway, pin that off, stitch it, and I just left a small amount. You can do what you want. This is probably 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. And after you do that, what you're gonna do is you're going to trim the excess fabric off at the bottom. You'll have your stitching, and on the outside of it, you're gonna trim it. And the reason you're gonna do this is because when you turn it inside out, it wants to be thick down there. So if you trim it, it gets more pointed. After you turn it inside out, you're gonna start stuffing your carrot. And I use polyfill. You can get this at Walmart, you can get it at a craft store. There's a lot of different places that carry it. So start stuffing your carrot. And to get down to the point, I actually used a knife sharpener. And I just stuffed it down in there. And then in the bag of polyfill, they have looks like a chopstick. It'll help you get down to the tip. So just push it down, make it thick so you have nice form, and keep stuffing it all the way to the end. This one's not stuffed to the end. But after you do, this one's, you can just see how full I kept it, right almost to where I tied it off. Then after you do that, I purchased a bundle of greens. These happen to come from Hobby Lobby. They were $7.99 for the bunch. And I cut them apart. Actually, they ended up being half off as well. So you can see how inexpensive this project is. But the therapy it is, and how good you're gonna feel when you get done. So anyway, I cut off 3. I would take them as a bunch like this one, and then I hot glued the tip. And then I would take, right here where it's stitched here, because it's thicker, I would take the hot glue and the stems and put them there, really to protect my fingers, because that hot glue is hot. And then I just started bunching them up. I took a twine, you cut whatever length you need to tie it off, and I would tie it off like that. After I tied the top off, then I added ribbon, and I picked out 5 different ribbons, and I love fun colors. So this one has orange sparkle. As you can see, this has got multiple different colors. Here we go. You pick what you like. And then I would take those and I tied it around where the twine is just to give it some fun color. I'm telling you, I made 12 of these and it was super quick. In fact, you could get your kids to stuff them for you. I mean, it could be like a family event. And they'll have pride when it's finished and, you know, be able to show their friends and brag. So anyway, maybe you have say a farmhouse, or maybe you like a country look. You could buy burlap or linen and make your carrots out of those, and then, you know, use tea-dyed ribbon or whatever you want. You can be as creative as you want and make your own carrots. And super quick, not expensive, and it's just great therapy. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm Debbie Vogler. You can find me at hello-midlife.com or at Instagram at Debbie_Vogler. Hope you enjoyed this, and happy Easter.